So our sister is obviously younger in high school. So if we are 22, 21 at the time, she's, and just looking from the picture, she doesn't look much younger. So she's probably, we'll say she's like 17. Her writing kind of makes her sound a little younger, like maybe 15 or 16. But right now I'd say she's probably like 17, maybe a senior in high school. Perry. Oh, it's a postcard. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. This looks like one postcard that she sent out. I'm in Paris. I have done many Parisian things, including eating la petite déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm sure I pronounced that 100% correctly, by the way. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company, since you are my favorite sister. Love you all, Katie. So this is after they moved into the house, 8294. So one thing I haven't quite figured out yet is, and it might have mentioned this earlier, did she go to like, I think she just went on a trip. At first I had the impression she was like going to college in Europe. I don't know why I got that impression, but I did. So I forget what day it says today is. You know what? We can find out. It is, well, no, it should be on here. June 6th, 95. So she was there at least a year, though. So maybe she was there for school. Because that's right, because I said it was 95. I said a year before I graduate. So she sent this almost a full year prior to this. So she's been there a while. Grab a pack of cards. And again, I don't know why I feel like the need to keep saying this. This is a very much exploratory. I almost screwed that up. Exploratory LP. So I'm going to be thinking out loud. I'm going to be carefully looking at objects. If you're not into that, then you probably not the greatest LP for you guys to watch. But I have plenty of others that are more action-packed. Obituaries. Oscar Doc Mason. Mason, possibly. We'll call him Mason. Oscar Mason, 60, of Boone Country, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Mason was born on September 8th, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County to practice. He quickly became a well-loved figure of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. A service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, as well, in spirit, the people of Boone County, to whom he provides wellness and comfort. So Terrence, a.k.a. Terry Greenbrier, your father, was this guy's nephew. So I guess you were like, you'd be like a great niece to him, I suppose. So so I think we can presume then, since he was in Boone County, that this is probably the house that he lived in. And we either inherited it or we purchased it after his death. When did he die? Does it say? It doesn't say a year on here. Oh, no, that's when he was born. So it doesn't say a year, so I don't know how long he's been dead. I will say I do love the investigative aspects of this, like trying to think about what happened. Did that other drawer have that? I really like the investigation aspects. I love kind of getting these pieces of the puzzle and thinking about them and trying to... Oh, it did. I thought I checked that. My bad. But yeah, I really like that aspect so far. Nope. Oh, what? No. Technically can't open it. Who did this? Who put this here? You fools. This is not usable. Close it. Completely inefficient use of spacing. So they've been in this house a while. At least a year. I would say at least a year. Well, wait a minute. So let's go back. Look at this. When did they move in? Date, August 1st, 94. So yes, they have been here about a year. Because I said it's August now, right? No, it's June now. So yeah, they've been here almost a year. June, July, August. Yes, so almost a year they've been here. Now, the thing, of course, you ask, then, is why in the hell is this stuff still out, right? Like, why do they still have a receipt for moving, like 9 months after they've moved? That's a good question, I think. A valid question to ask. Did I turn this light off? Okay, good. I don't want to be burning. Wait, I feel like I didn't fully explore this area. Check out this area. Oh, what was this? What's this button? Heavens to Betsy. Okay, it sounds like probably a band or something. Can I close this door? Something behind there? That stupid weather thing keeps like catching me off guard. I'm like, who the hell's here? Go grab the trophy. We're gonna bust some skulls. Ah, the door opens both ways. Interesting. That's probably more of a way to keep from getting trapped somewhere. Whoa, DeSoto. Pink hair. They allow that in the army? The armed forces? DeSoto. So could this possibly be the person who called? The picture seems kind of full, like, well worn here, or at least around the edges. So who is DeSoto? Yes. And whose pen is this? It's obviously not mine because it's not been chewed all over. Read obituary, play cards, pencil. And it helps too, oddly enough, that you can pick up everything. Because then you're kind of like, okay, maybe there'll be some small clue on this item. Or maybe it's... Or maybe it's just... Wow. That was the mouse freaking out. Or maybe it's just a pencil. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Okay. Okay, turn this... God bless. This light on. For a second there, I thought the cross in the chair I thought was a dead body. I've been playing and watching too many horror games. Mostly watching, I don't really play them much. Got some highlighters. Sniff it, get high. It's what you kids do. Getting high off highlighters. From the pen of Terrence Greenbrier. So this is Daddykin's office here. Nothing that we could pick up in there, though. I don't see anything. Kind of moving the mouse around in case there's something just not entirely visible. He likes a lot of light options in his room. I respect that. Respect the man. Oh, grab 3 ring binder. Oh, there's stuff in there I want to open. I want to open this. But as far as I know, you can't, like, open it. Like, I'm pressing and clicking different things, so I gotta guess. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. Go over there. Pick you up. Put on the ground. Ah, here we go. 1 Arbor Hill, Boone County, Oregon. Terrence Greenbrier. So this looks like a letter that was sent to Terry when he still lived at the old house. If I meant to, I wanted to zoom in. Okay, I can't zoom in or move. Nope. Sorry. Damn it! My hands are just doing random things. I've got a sickness. All right. Read the letter. Whoa, dear God. All right. Let's see. This is in 1972. This is a bit of an old letter. Dear Terrence, this is our father, or to our father rather. I write on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. This looks like when our character, whose name again I totally forgot, was born. News reaches me that you are newly married to a wonderful young woman. I have had more than a little time to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often lingered on your involvement, and we are in the 10 years since we last met. Oh, on your involvement and welfare in the 10 years since we last met. Your marriage gives me much reassurance in this regard. You are always welcome on Arbor Hills I will understand something if you fail. You something except this invitation. Basically, if he understands if he turns down the invitation. Yours very sincerely, Oscar Mason. Okay, so August 10th, 1972. So if we look at this... Okay, she was born in 73. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Because at first I was thinking... It sounded like they got married almost the same time she was born. So kind of like a... oh, damn, you're knocked out. We best hitch type of situation. But obviously that's not the case because she was born in 73. Or was she? Perfectly timed. Well, almost perfectly timed lightning there. So I can't pick it up and take it with this, but... So, obviously, it sounds like there was maybe a little bit of hostility or maybe some bad blood or something happened between Oscar and your father? Or, I mean, that's looking kind of the darker side. The less dark side, it's very possible maybe that that they just weren't talking much, right? Maybe they were distant. I mean, everybody has relatives like that, right? Where, you know each other, you see each other once in a while. Damn, it doesn't break. Game sucks. But you don't necessarily talk all the time. You don't have bad relations. You just don't have good relations either. Let's read some of this. Back to basics. Sent back in time to Dallas, 1963 again. What if JFK wasn't JFK? Early space flight, utopia. Advanced technology in World War II earlier. Time stream too different. Chinese, Japanese, look at these. I mean Lebanese. JFK president is a US plus USSR coalition. Paradox results in JFK death being desired outcome. Record JFK. Wow, I thought this said jerk off HBO, which, I mean, with HBO, it could be the case. Record JFK off HBO. Magic bullet theory. Lone gunman. X-Files. Check with Sam. Grassy Knoll steamrolled. Interceptor LHO and USSR. LH... Is that HO? Yeah, LHO killed in Marines. Who is LHO? I'm not sure who it is. LHO might be. Not sure who that is. Why not disrupt something the minutes LHO can fire? Wait a minute. Oswald? Wait, what was Oswald's first name? Shit. I've totally... I know. It's sad. Again, I can remember minutia of Game of Thrones history, but I can't remember the full name of the guy who shot JFK. It's going to bug me now. Anyway, state of emergency in Dallas cancels the motorcade. JFK poisoned, kidnapped, injured. You can do better. So, apparently this guy is some kind of conspiracy theorist nut, at least in regards to the JFK assassination. Damn it, it's really going to bother me now about the Oswald thing. Let's examine this paper. Pioneer CD D703 combination laserdisc compact disc player. MSRP $999. That's in like 1995 money. In today's music money, that's like $5 million. The remote with the blacklight. Double-sided play, headphone out, display on off, digital blah blah, it's all just all the specs. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular. Got cut off. Laser disc, huh? Okay, sorry, I was actually checking for secret messages. I forget what it's called, but where you put the first letter of every sentence, you read it down, and it has some kind of message, and it does not seem to be the case. I'm reading the right side too, but I think that's less common. Interesting. So he's just getting spam. Original spam. OG spam. Read the crumpled page. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if he were lying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though this place was a million miles away. No, he blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glasses of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. So this guy seems to be into time travel stuff as well. John Russell's head swam. Was that the guy who's... Yes. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk, despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited onto his feet, his bare feet. He stared for a moment. Okay, he just cut out. Processing his sick-flecked toenails, scanning up his bare shins, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic. Then the fabric, then strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom, The fabric that strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom was emblazoned with the phrase, "Matter Transference Operator." Then he passed out. That's a good way to make a first impression. Vomit on yourself while you're naked. Sup, ladies? John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Only messages had passed before, but now am a man. They needed him now more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear: what to procure, what to construct from it, how to assemble it. So he made the machine, how to transport him bodily across time. And now he stood there on the bridge of the starship Archimedes. Command of the vessel, because only he who had saved the president's life twice before could helm the naive crew to their destiny, the fate of the galaxy. Okay, so now it sounded more like... Can we pick it up? I want to throw it in the trash. I don't like it just being there. So now it's sounding more like he's a writer. And these are just his ideas for some kind of a novel. And he's just kind of throwing things against the wall. And it sounds like he might be writing some kind of like time travel novel that involves JFK and his assassination. Inner combination. I'll have to figure out what that combination be. When was JFK assassinated? 1963? Damn it, sorry. I keep overdoing the mouse thing. If this is actually right, then you all have to tell me how smart I am. You still have to tell me how smart I am, even though that was incorrect. It's got a few creepy elements to it, which is pretty cool. Okay, just zooming in, see if I can see anything. What was the year they got married? 1972. 1972. Damn it. And the last date I want to check is the year she was born. 1973. Or it could be the date that she was born. But that would be like... Let's just try 1273 and we'll move on. We'll try 1273. Okay. We'll move on. I will try to remember what else that could be.